No, that's not us.
That's
There
the
we go.
wrong set of guys, isn't it?
Hello and welcome to the Smash Master podcast, where we talk about collision repair and PDR and everything in between.
Everything.
I'm Stefan Eschi. He's Nick Priest, and tonight's show is brought to you by Black Magic PDR Tips. What's up, Nick?
Nice. How's it going? All right. It's going pretty good. You had a little cool trip to Gene's store. What went on there?
Gene had his Dent for Kids event this last Saturday, and also an open house for the public. Anson Tool Van showed up. Lots of Dent guys showed up. Lots of body guys showed up to check out some of the. Yeah, I got to
lots
talk
of body
to
guys.
Well, so you know, Gene does training.
Yeah.
So in some of his training, he had body guys come in to learn PDR. So they were showing up and they were interested in the tools and the meetup. And man, I got a lot of fun talking to a few of them, made some friends, and they were just grilling me. Which tool should I get? What should I do? Is this a good one? Is that good? And it was so much fun to use my small amount of experience, because I'm making that transition myself. And being able to like I thought I couldn't blend until I got that blending hammer. Like, that one's really good, the Glexo 4-ounce. And I'm like, that's really nice blending hammer. There are other good ones too. And I said, but that one I really like. And he's like, he put down the other one and he picked up the Glexo.
What's up, Nick? How's it going, buddy?
What's up, dude? Actually, I have a small change of scenery. I switched this to my OG one.
Yeah,
why not?
And you've been using the other one, the
new one. Yeah. I hear these things. The first one, the little ring up here can get loose and you have to reattach it. So before that happens, I'm gonna retire it to the podcast room. So
yeah, there you go.
But yeah, Gene's event was great. It was an 8-hour drive there, an 8-hour drive back, but it well worth it. It was great to see everybody. And meet some new friends. I highly recommend going to these small events, guys. You get to really interact with people on a level that you can't at MTE. You definitely can't at SEMA.
No, definitely not. SEMA's a good show. It's got a good vibe to it, but it's more like an art museum kind of thing. You're just walking around looking at stuff. You know, you don't really see anybody a whole lot, but you see everything and nothing at the same time if you're looking for people.
Definitely.
It's a cool place though.
Before we get any further, I would want to remind people we do still have that Mo Clamp giveaway on the Meta platforms, Instagram and Facebook. Go and enter that. You get a Mo Clamp tack and pull, a mini tack and pull puller.
Yes.
And like a buttload of those little mini tack and pull plates. So yeah, that's all. I'm going to leave you alone. This is the last week to do that. We're picking the winner live on next Monday.
That's a good little thing. I mean, if you guys watched Eldar use those things, he gets really creative with those.
I keep meaning to say this. Thank you for mentioning that. So this is not just something that you can tack to a car. It's not just something you can weld to a car. It is, or glue to a car. It is something that you could take a flat piece of sheet metal that you want to use as the face of like a glue tab, like say you make your own, take this tack and pull, tack it to that sheet metal. You made your own glue tab, custom glue tab.
Yeah,
Eldar does it all the time.
Eldar has some cool stuff. If you go check out Car Repair USA and watch what he does with some of his stuff. That's one of the main. It's not the main reason, but it's a good strong reason why we're giving away these Mo Clamp things, because it's pretty cool. And we like Mo Clamp, obviously. So.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, there's one of the guys I got to meet over. Yep, Mark Tucker over at Gene's event. It was nice to meet you, Mark, for sure. And Mark owns a company called My Dent Guy.
Okay.
So we exchanged business cards. My Dent Shop, My Dent Guy.
Right.
And it's like, wow, what a coincidence.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's very cool there. All right.
But we got a great show for you guys tonight. I don't know if you guys have seen. I actually want to open this up a little bit different. So we have a body tech, a combo tech, really, on tonight. You
Right.
post as Collision Pro on TikTok. I want to play one of his videos before we bring him out. How about
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
up here?
A lot of you guys are calling me a painter, and kind of bothers me a little bit. I'm not a painter. Okay, I'm the Collision Pro. All right, I did bodywork a long time before I ever learned how to paint. So let's keep that in mind, boys. You guys that are body guys, and you think, oh, the painter, he's a painter, which, yeah, I used to think like that. But most of you guys could not fill in for the painter for a week or 2 weeks for sure. I promise you, if you've never sprayed consistently, yeah, I sprayed a fender, I sprayed somebody's hood, that's great, dude. That's fine. I promise you guys, everybody that talks shit about the painters, and yeah, I've met some whiny ass painters before. I have. Some of them are hard to work with. Okay. So are body guys. All right. I met some messed up body guys too. Painting is very hard. It's very difficult. So you body guys, maybe you should try painting for a couple days in the booth. Seriously. And you say, oh, yeah. No, seriously. You would have a lot more respect for your painter if you had to fill in for him. Oh, I don't know the system. Okay, then shut up. I'm telling you right now, it's not easy. That being said, painters complain about pinholes, you couldn't fix an 8-hour dent. Okay, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, there needs to be a lot more respect in this industry for each position, including the estimator, guys, including the estimator. So I just wanted to say that everybody should be a little bit more nice to each other, because each job is not easy. You want to deal with the customer. You want to come up while the customer's sitting here. You want to write them a thorough estimate and hit every single thing on the head while this customer's sitting here waiting. Okay, it's stressful. You got to deal with idiot people. Okay, so let's all be nicer in the industry, and it'll be a lot better.
I love the positivity. Let's bring him on out here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Andy, how do you say your last name?
Roiniotis.
Roiniotis. I would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have too. So yeah, that's awesome.
I've got a bad last name too, so I got sympathy for you. But great video, dude. I love the positivity in that video.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Man. Thanks for the introduction. That was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And I will say that's not really the majority of your videos, like a rant like that. Normally you come out with like a piece of helpful information, short and sweet, really helpful, to the point. Great videos.
Yeah, usually just whatever comes to mind for that day, and that's what hit me in that moment. So
you got one of your followers popping in.
David said he followed that guy.
Yep.
What's going on, David?
Good dude. Yeah. So you're doing great work there.
Appreciate it.
Just on TikTok?
Just on TikTok for right now, yeah.
Okay. Plan to expand any platforms?
Yeah, I probably should start posting and seeing what happens. So
okay,
I got all the content. I might as well just share it out there.
So we're gonna see you around here shortly.
Yeah, I'm busy. I work full time too, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should.
Social media can be a job in it of its own, for sure.
Yeah, it really can. It really can.
There's some time dedicated to, it's not just the editing part, and the shooting part. Generally you got to have a presence on social media to do well on social media. So it's interesting. But yeah, no, thanks for coming on. We generally, we want to, so, at least in the video, you got to give a little bit of what your role is. So I don't need to give that away, but we want to talk about generally how you got started, and we're gonna back up. What was the moment where you decided to start, like, apply for your first job? Like, what did that look like? What was the job, etc.?
Yeah, like most young kids, maybe it was different for some people. I didn't know what I wanted to do out of high school. I was lost. You know,
Mhm.
I wanted to go to college. I wanted to um, I wanted to own a business. I think I wanted to get involved with business.
What was the reason for wanting to go to college? Like, did you
Yes.
have something that you wanted to the drive to get there, or
Uh, my parents, my whole family, all white collar. So I am the
okay,
oddball. Um,
I can relate.
yeah.
okay,
So, but I liked working with my hands. My grandpa was an electrician. Me and him were pretty close. Um, I just liked. Yeah. I just gravitated more toward that. I
right,
guess.
Okay. You're
Um,
into cars growing up?
Not really, man. Not really.
No?
I played sports. I was a three sport athlete. I traveled around, played baseball, football. Um, it's just my senior year of high school. I made a good friend of mine, and him and his dad were into cars. I'm like, dude,
Mm.
this is awesome. Where has this been my whole life, right?
Mm.
So I started hanging out with him, and still didn't know what I wanted to do, and so I just went to school for gen eds, and I needed a job. Right, you're out of college or you're out
right.
of high school, you need a job. I had a job at a body shop, shop help, and I said, all right, wash cars, it's sweet, right?
Okay.
And
How'd you find the job?
Craigslist.
Okay.
Craigslist.
Okay.
Okay,
Craigslist.
wow.
Shop help, man. I pulled up, walked in. They're like, all right, you're going to have this interview. I'm like, all right. And I sit down and, all right, you like cars? Can you wash a car? Yeah, sounds good. We walked out into the shop and it was like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, man. There was like 4 paint booths. These guys are walking around cutting stuff up. I'm like, dude, this is awesome.
Mm.
Mhm.
I loved it. So then I changed. I was still going to school at the time. The place I was at, I mean, it was all 5+ years experience. They
Of
needed
course.
me, they needed me to wash cars, and I learned how to, wet sand and buff. So I decided to go to change the degree and went into associate degree for collision repair and refinishing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was doing that, and I was working with the owner. Not only was I doing the cars, but he'd have me over at his rental properties doing random stuff. So I was pretty close with the owner, and I'm like, dude,
Mhm.
this guy's got the best job in the whole world. I want to. His name was Tony. I'm like, I want to be a Tony. This is what I want to do with my life.
Right.
It was the coolest thing. Yeah, best thing that could have happened because I remember I didn't know if I wanted to be a police officer. I didn't know what I wanted to do, right? And I feel bad
Sure.
for the kids if you're a young kid listening to this. It's hard to try to figure out what you want to do with your life because I mean, quite frankly, we could all do different things. Like I would have
Mhm.
been successful in other things as well, and you
Sure.
guys too.
Yeah.
So it's hard just to pick one thing. And some guys do throughout their career do different things as well. Um,
Mhm.
so you never know where you're gonna end up. So that's pretty much how it got started for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Found yourself a Tony and was like, well, let's
Yeah,
get in
man.
here and see what we got going on.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, he didn't end up wanting to hire me, and
Hmm.
he called me years later looking for me, and I'm like, dude, I'm gone, man. And then
Yeah.
he ended up selling to Gerber, which I don't blame him. These older guys exiting. If you
Hmm.
can find a MSO to buy, I don't blame you. There's 3 in my town now. It's hard for competition, but I also don't blame the owners that busted their butts to be able to make an exit for themselves. So
Right. So you worked at this shop for a little while. What was the how many was there body guys, painters? How many were they separate or what?
Oop. I don't know how that happened.
yeah,
Interesting.
man, there were at least 5 body guys and
Oh,
2 painters.
okay. So pretty decent size shop. Pretty decent size. Rolling through there.
Yeah, and then me and another. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was decent size shop. Yeah, for
Mm.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um yeah, that's cool. What just everyday cars, higher end cars or what?
Yeah, I mean, not higher end. This was in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, actually.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
it wasn't in like Chicago or Milwaukee, right, where you'd have high end stuff. It was more like Chevys, Fords,
Yeah,
Toyotas,
we get a lot of trucks and stuff around this area too. Yeah.
So
and trucks. Yeah, a lot of trucks.
A lot of trucks.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the schooling you did for auto body. So you said you switched to your college degree to an associate's degree. So was it
Yeah.
so the college you were at was providing this course?
Yeah, so there's a certificate, auto body certificate,
Mhm.
or you could do the associate, which was just the gen eds with, the certificate, which was like,
Okay.
yeah. So that's how they worked that out.
Was there an actual like shop? Like they had you do hands-on work and stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Customer cars
They
or
claim they were customer cars.
junkyard cars?
They'd bring they'd bring cars in and you would
Rentals.
fix them, and then the owner would leave with a nice new car, or I don't know what they did, but they
Yeah,
were they
okay.
were
Right.
live cars. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh,
So
well, okay.
yeah,
It's
did you? I'm assuming you did some written class work before you done
Yeah, it was
hands on.
half in the classroom, half out of the classroom. First semester was either painting. You'd have half the kids in painting, and then half the kids in structural and body, and then the classes would switch for the
Yeah.
second semester.
and how
Okay.
long was the school total?
It was 4 semesters.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's I'm sorry. My college, I'm ignorant. That's
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought a semester was a half a year. I just you know.
Right.
So you do 2 years worth of schooling. I did one. I mean, I did 15 months, but 3 months was custom plus. It was airbrushing and fabrication, not stuff we
Nice.
really do in the trade. It was fun. I like that 3 months, but yeah, I'd say I did a year. But so you had that 2 years. Um, then after leaving that and being in a shop, I mean, was that a rude awakening?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah,
100%.
you
Okay.
left school thinking you knew some shit and you go to the shop and realize you didn't, because that's what happened to me.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
You
For
weren't
sure.
working at a shop or cleaning cars at the time of going to school, right?
No, I was. Yeah, I was. So
Oh,
after
okay.
school, I would go back to Tony's and detail.
So
And
you kind of had like a little
Okay.
idea, of a shop. You were just
Yeah.
going into. Yeah, I gotcha.
yeah, I was lucky. I was one of the few kids that worked at a shop during school, so that was cool. But I had the
Yeah.
shop job before I decided to go enroll in the program.
Okay.
Okay. How long would you say doing the trade, including school years, that it took you to feel comfortable doing this kind of work?
Uh Dude, yeah. So after I graduated, here's my resume. I can do all this. Yeah, I did it one time,
Mhm.
Right.
but I could
Right.
do this. So the owner's like, wow, impressive resume.
Yeah.
And so then I get in there and they're like, dude, this kid doesn't know shit, man. And
Right.
I'm like, dude, I mean, I'm trying my best,
That's me.
and really the kids out of school, they need a helping hand. They need they're just because
Right.
you've seen it a few times doesn't mean, and there was a lot of, theory that you learn in the classroom that helped out, that some of the body guys didn't, you know, they're just, they know how to fix it, but they don't know why or how, or, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
But yeah, that didn't help me. It helped me understand the process better for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so I mean, I hate to repeat, but we ask everybody this. I mean, would you say it took like for me, it took me I'd say about 5 years on the job work before I felt like I could really handle a job without having to go bug an older guy or get help or stuff like that.
Yeah. So I guess the two shops that I was at right away, they didn't give me a job I couldn't handle, right? So they would give me
Mhm.
smaller jobs, smaller jobs, and then eventually work my way up where they'd give me something. All right, here you go, and if I needed a hand, luckily somebody would give me a hand if I was struggling,
Right.
So,
So it's more like a natural progression rather than a cut and dry time, like I'm saying 5 years.
yeah, I mean, about 5 years before I could probably handle just about anything that rolled in for sure. That's a
Okay.
good timeline. Yeah.
All right. The only reason I ask that kind of stuff is because you probably know. I mean, lots of people say the kids don't want to work, don't want to do this work. And I have to disagree because they come in and they do. They want to do it, but they get discouraged for one reason or another and they quit and they do something else. So it's good that I get this kind of information from our guests that come through because besides maybe one or two, everyone says that it takes 3 to 5 years of on-the-job work before they've really got a handle on it, and those first 3 to 5 years were quite frustrating. At least they were for me.
It's very frustrating, very hard, and it could be the reason why they did quit because you got to push through that. I remember, the larger dents, man. I was lost, and if you just, it would have been easier just to give up and go say, okay, I'm gonna go sign the books and be an apprentice or something.
Right. So let's before we get too far away from this area though, let's talk about the tooling and like buying tools and gathering stuff like that up. So I know a lot of places now offer like the MSOs. They offer like a set of tools. If you go through their course and get it, you get all their tools and stuff free. I didn't get that. I just had to learn, what we need, what to use, what not to use, maybe guess a buy, get on a tool truck and say, maybe that's good, maybe that's not. There wasn't really a Harbor Freight at the time to go down and buy stuff. So Sears, I had a good Sears set. So what kind of tools did you start out with?
Yeah, so luckily,
do you still have them?
Yeah, I still have some. Luckily, in the program I was in, you needed to buy tools. So, I did buy. Harbor Freight was around back then, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna paint. I don't know if I'm gonna be a body guy. I don't know if I'm gonna be in this industry. I like it, but you don't know. So, and they do offer, Snap-on offered half off. I think Matco did too. I unfortunately didn't take advantage of that because it was expensive, and you buy all the tools, and then I think at the time I did want to paint. I think I wanted to be a painter. So yeah, I still have some of that Harbor Freight stuff, but then eventually I started buying more stuff off the tool truck.
Okay, yeah, I kind of gravitated towards wanting to be a painter also more than a body guy, but I ended up letting paint work and stuff go and just being a body guy. So.
Yeah, nobody was hiring painters, and so I said, all right, buckle up. If I want to own a business, I'm going to have to learn how to do this anyway, right? So
I feel like that is a tougher role to break into as a painter, because the shop, generally one painter for every 5 to 6 body techs. So,
and usually they
smaller
stay.
ratio.
Right. Like once they got a good gig, they kind of stay planted. The body guys tend to move around a little bit more.
Yeah, it's.
Well, you made a good video on that recently too, using AI, rolling the toolbox right out the door.
Yeah, I mean, take it however you want, but yeah, I mean, shop hopping and
Well, we were talking about that last week.
Yeah, the owners get comfortable and but yeah, there's bad techs that shop hop, so that's not good either.
It's not good to be doing it constantly, for sure. I mean, when you get somewhere, you should put the time in to at least give the place a chance. Want nothing to do with paintwork. Me either, David. I'd say my advice for people when they ask me is spend at least 3 years, shoot for 5. And if you're still upset at that point, move on, but unfortunately, most of my moves were made just to get a raise. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man.
I felt like it was the only option. And even in a couple of times, it wasn't even to move. I'd go find that job and just threaten to leave for more money, knowing that where I was just going to be like, well, we'll give you that much, but I felt like that was the only way I could get it. And that's what's unfortunate,
Right.
And then certain bosses don't like that. Maybe they'll give you that money and keep you, but after that, they don't like you. Your work life is not going to be as fun anymore. So,
yeah, it's unfortunate. It's like, why would they pay you more if they don't have to?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
yeah. It's
it's unfortunate. I did a lot of shop hopping the last 2 years I was in collision, and I mean a lot. I probably worked at, I would say I worked at almost in the last 2 years before I quit, probably 10 shops.
Yeah, same. I've worked at not that many, but
Yeah.
I'd like to say each one was a step up. I haven't
I,
gone.
wo- I worked at one that he was giving out a $5,000 cash bonus, and
Nice.
I worked there 3 weeks. It was absolutely terrible. The guy, what he had, the shop went around the glass case, and service writers sit inside so they could always look at you. And the shop owner sat by the water fountain, and just like this bay was close to it because he wanted to see what his new techs were doing. So all day would just kind of come out there, sit by the water fountain, kind of mingle with people, but his eyes would be focused on you. So I stayed there for like 3 weeks. I told him I'm quitting, and I'm done with it. Not to mention the drive was an hour and a half away from me. It was like almost 90 miles away.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
So he's like, well, I'm going to need that $5,000 back. So he took my toolbox and kind of like chained them all up. Like I'd spent all the money. So I had to kind of, play some roles to get all that back. I gave him his money back and all this kind of stuff. It was a mess, but, you never really know what you're walking into. And, like if I would have known that this guy did stuff like that, I would never even went there to begin with.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But how do you know?
you don't really know.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of unfortunate kind of events like that, and I was done with it. So
I had one. I think the shortest stint I ever did was 6 months in a shop. And what I did, I looked out in the shop yard one day, and the owner of the shop had a sledgehammer and a mailbox post, and he was sledging the mailbox post into the bedside to make more damage to
Oh
get more time.
no.
That was what he was doing. And I was like, okay, where can I apply? Right to Indeed. I was like, I gotta get out of here. And I ended up going to a shop where I went from top of the totem pole in that shop to bottom of the totem pole in the next shop, and it was the best thing I ever did.
Nice.
So I went from B Tech to A Tech in the next shop. I spent 5 years there, learned a lot, learned procedures and everything. It was the right place for me. So, and I probably wouldn't have ended up there if I didn't go to that crappy shop first, So
Right.
you never know where you're gonna end up and what's gonna and whatever. And to that point, that 6 month shop, I still have friends from there.
yeah.
Some of my best friends. So
You didn't apply to be the shop hammer sledge connoisseur?
that's just not in my skill set, man. I take damage out. I don't put it in.
It does take a certain special skill to be able to do that stuff and do it good. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So we touched on tool trucks for a second there, and that's a great topic. I want to know your ideas on the tool trucks, and if you think the younger guys should be spending their time on the tool trucks.
Probably not, man. Probably
Mhm.
not. I have snap-on ratchets. I do like my snap-on hammer, my one body hammer, which I was gonna make a video about. Maybe I will soon. It's my favorite. Screwdrivers are nice, but I mean nowadays, I mean Amazon or Harbor Freight make quality tools. I have never broke a Harbor Freight socket since I've owned them the last I don't know, 10 years. I have it.
Right.
I have snap-on sockets that I use, but yeah, for younger guys, dude, don't get buried on the tool truck. That is like,
Mhm.
I don't
Pretty
know. Do what
much.
you, if you want to buy a toolbox because that's your thing, that's your thing.
Right.
It's not for me, but if you take pride in stuff, if that's your thing, go right ahead. But yeah, it's too expensive, man. It's for
Mm.
what it is. It's
Right. That
I don't know.
that wiper blade remover tool that you asked, on your video,
Yeah,
what is this? They sell those on the tool trucks and stuff, but they also sell those at O'Reilly's.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So if guys are looking for some good tool truck quality tools, I mean, don't skip some of the O'Reilly section. I mean, really don't, because a lot of that stuff is in there.
Yeah, I guess the one good thing about the tool truck, as long as you don't go on the credit, is that it's free financing for
Mhm.
guys that need it.
Mhm.
Just don't get buried. There's no interest on it, but the tax that you're paying on it a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, that interest built into the price.
Yeah,
But
It is.
you're right, and I want to reiterate that a little bit because for me, the tool truck was a way of me saving time, and for me, time is the most important commodity we have. I mean, we have limited; you can't get any more of it. So for me, the Snap-on truck coming to me saved me time from me having to go down to Sears, or
Mhm.
now it would be Harbor Freight. We didn't really have as many options with Amazon and buying tools at that when I
Right.
started out.
yeah,
So here's this guy, he's going to show up every week, and the stuff I buy from him, I only buy the lifetime warranty stuff. And when it
Mhm.
breaks, he's going to show up the next week and he's going to hand me the new one. It might take a week, but I'm going to get it.
Right.
And I need these things for my career. So I looked at the price and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this with the price and I'm going to buy it, and I'm have them for life.
Right.
So there's some things that are exorbitantly priced on Snap-on or the other tool trucks as well, and they're not worth it on there. But if it is going to save you just a little bit to go down to the store, think about the time that's going to take, and then think about the time that you
Mhm.
have to go back there when it breaks to get it warranted,
Right.
or if it's warranted at all.
right.
So
That's
it's
true.
there's that kind of stuff. And one more point I will say is when I started in the trade, I bought a Craftsman DA,
Yeah.
lasted a year. So then I bought a Snap-on replacement and I'm still using it today.
Snap-on's had some of the best DAs out there. I've seen Milwaukee have some good ones. I guess the
Mhm.
new battery stuff now is probably really good,
It's
especially with
good.
all their vacuum attachments and stuff. But
It's good.
old school Snap-on DAs were really great. And to add to that, if you're having a terrible day, you're on like midday lunch depression mode, you can go out there and buy a nice new tool and it just perk you right up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
absolutely.
I mean,
And,
it
yeah,
works every time. You're like,
get that
walk out
dopamine.
there and then you're like, dang, I got this cool now. I don't even feel bad. So, you can go do that too.
Yeah, definitely don't live outside your means. Good point, Michael.
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to Biggs for driving up to Gene's event. And I got this hat from him. So he
Yeah.
said nice hat. But yeah, really, really awesome to get to talk to you and get to know you better. And that was fun. So big shout out there, and big shout out to Anson
Awesome
for
stuff.
letting him come up. Anson PDR, great company, great tools. So
Yep. I never really had too many Cornwell trucks to get onto except later in my years, but
I got one now.
starting
Sorry.
out for me, there was really only an independent tool truck and then Snap-on,
Okay.
so, but it does have its perks, like David says, Mac bits, dull broken, they warranty them. So that stuff like that's good. There can be good, a lot of bad, a lot of good with anything. Just like Michael says up here, just know what you're getting into before you get in too deep.
Yep. Look up reviews.
Right.
And don't go for the first negative review, because there's always somebody who beat the crap out of their tool, and
Right.
this doesn't work. It's like, yeah, you put it in water, like, duh. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah, use their 1/2-inch ratchet with a backhoe lifting up on it to break a bolt loose on an 18-wheeler truck or something, you know. It didn't hold up. Oh no.
Did
No
you
wonder
see?
why it didn't.
Did you see? I saw Sherwood posted a video of a ratchet that's actually made to be a hammer. Did you see that? It's actually a hammer that has a ratchet in the middle of it, but
I've
the
I've seen
outside
that,
of it
yeah.
was actually a hammer. And so he's like, "Yeah, I know y'all are using ratchets as hammers, but here's one you're allowed to."
Who actually is using a ratchet as a hammer? You do?
Of course.
Doing what?
If that's the only thing within reach, and I gotta tap in something, especially like a
Man.
bolt, I'm sorry. I'm not blending with it. Like, geez, I'm not doing PDR, but yeah, no, I'll definitely do that.
Gotcha.
Speaking of tools, Andy, is there a certain tool in mind that sticks out? It's your favorite go-to tool. You couldn't live without it.
Yeah. The first thing is probably that hammer. Yeah. It's like
Snap-on hammer.
Yeah, the curved pick
Nice. Yep.
back end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my I have the whole snap-on set. When I went to tech school, they actually, part of the toolkit that I paid for in my tuition was the snap-on body hammers and dollies. So I have the whole set, and I only use 2 of them. I use that one, and I use the straight pick. That's it. Great hammers. And I will say nothing else made me put them down except the Cam Auto hammer. The Cam Auto hammer is badass.
I gotta check that out.
It's carbon fiber. It's got a thick shaft and I'm gonna stop talking now.
Yeah.
And a ball on the end.
Andy or Brandon just clipped that one.
Oh man, new T-shirt for the next year's FTE. Andy doesn't know that story. I misspoke last year when I was talking about a trade show. It was at a place called Gaylord Palms, and I call it Gaylord Porn.
Oh no!
I didn't even realize I said it. Yeah, I'm never gonna live that one down. But
yeah, he got a T-shirt for it.
I got a T-shirt out of it.
Oh, nice!
Right back there. But yeah. So any plans for future content? I mean, when are we gonna start seeing your podcast going there, Andy?
Dude, I actually did a podcast, I don't know, a few years ago, just with some friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've tried that. Hopefully you guys are more successful. You guys are already more successful than I was. So
okay.
Dude, just a lot of time, man. Yeah, that's why I said if you guys had merch or something, everybody should look at that, because you know you guys are doing something cool, bringing people together, and it's a lot of time that you know I never got back when I was doing the podcast. So kudos to you guys.
Well, thank you. It's definitely a passion of ours.
Yeah, no, for sure, and it is fun. It is fun, but it's a lot of time.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. I mean, a lot of background time goes into it too. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the research and bringing new people on. By the way, I was gonna drop a TikToker that I follow online. He's a young painter. I think his name is Landon Jones. Check him out. Maybe if you like his videos, get him on, because he's like a young, hungry kid that you know I don't see too many young kids that you know are ambitious in the industry. So just want to drop him in there.
Landon Jones, he's on TikTok.
Yeah.
I got
that's his name on there.
Landon,
yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Landon 3.0. So he's Landon _3.0 _.
You want to be number one? Come in early. Stay late. Work weekends. Put your mindset to the game, man.
Yeah.
It's all a big game. You can win. The key is when you lose, get your ass back up, learn what you did, and fix that shit and go hard. You want to be number one? Come in early.
That's great. It's positive. It's a message. It's motivational.
Yeah,
that's good. Got to follow. He's only got 600 followers. Let's blow him up. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Landon 3.0. He's only got 2,300 followers. Let's blow him up.
Blow them up.
But yeah. All right, that's good.
Nice.
Man, wish I could think of somebody off the top of my head.
I going off what he said though,
yeah.
You know how many people I hear nowadays saying, "Why go in early? That doesn't get you anything." But I was always in early. You know? Yeah. Smashmaster hoodies won this time of year. It's a good time to get some of those things.
Michael knows.
For sure.
I'm sorry, totally blanked. Say what you said again.
Talking about being early. I've heard a lot of people say it's useless to be early because you don't get paid for this, or you're whatever the situation may be. But it's useless for people to go in and do a bunch of extra stuff. That's just like giving your work away for no return. I hear a lot of people say that nowadays.
That's interesting.
And I, I kind of get through here and just kind of linger through some of the, some of the pages and Facebook groups and all that, just to see what guys are saying. And, I disagree with that. I like to get there early, get set up, get your day planned, get everything present, because organization is key. Efficiency, not only to be fast and good, but if you're efficient, you don't really have to be really fast if you're cleaning up garbage and sweeping up everything to try to find your tools, every hour or two. I don't know. I don't know where that came from, because you're not really giving it to anybody. You're making yourself better, making your day easier. That if you didn't do that, who knows? You can go home early. I don't know, but whatever the situation is. But
yeah, Jim Rohn. I don't know if you know who that is. He always says it's not what you're getting, it's what you're becoming. So I always took that to heart. Is like, if I felt like I was getting underpaid, I was focusing on how I could get better, because I knew the money would eventually follow, or hopefully it would. And so it's not really what you're getting, it's what you're becoming at the place you're at. If you're learning, if you're growing, as long as you can pay your bills, just keep tweaking the craft, keep getting better, pushing yourself. So yeah, that's always thought it's what you're becoming, not always what you're getting.
That's
putting in
good.
those extra hours, it adds up, and it's gonna add up on the back end, man. At least that's how I felt, or how I feel.
For sure. I love getting in early just because it's nice and quiet.
That's true. Nobody's running an air hammer at 6 a.m.
Nope. It is. And by Tuesday, you really know what your day needs to, or which direction it's kind of going, and you kind of just have to make that week work out, whatever the best week is. But
right,
like Michael says, efficiency comes from time and experience. That's with buying tools. We was talking about a bunch of different things with tools, but if you can buy a tool to make your job easier, go ahead, go for it. And being clean, neat, organized, efficiency is going to come. And that's really why I don't know why you guys are hitting shit with damn ratchets either, because you can have a hammer close by.
It's too far, man.
Don't have the hammer close by. That's the point.
Always.
Sometimes it just ain't possible.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm the kind of person to show up early. I think it shows great work ethic. It also allows you, we're all a little groggy in the morning. So if you show up early, you can get yourself ready, before the grind starts. And that way, when your team is there and they're depending on you to get your stuff done, you're ready to go. You're not rolling in, just starting a coffee or going back out for a cigarette or something. It's like, no. It's show up early and do that shit,
Right.
And then get your day ready. First thing, after I, figure out what I'm going to be doing first thing in the morning, I like to go and I like to take a walk around the shop and see where the rest of my cars are and how they're doing and when I should be. And that tells me when I should expect them back out of paint. Things that are dropped off, go take a look, what's coming in. If there's something I really want to do, you know.
Yeah, being proactive, getting your day started, knowing what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you said you were a combo technician, and you're doing that. You're doing that currently, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
currently.
what does, like, just because we're going off typical days, being efficient and all this stuff, talking about early mornings, what does your morning look like, and how do you roll through that being a combo tech?
Yeah, man, I'm working at a smaller shop. So it's just me and a few guys, and we pretty much know the schedule when all the cars I touch, right? So it's a small shop. Um, and so I already got it in my head what's going on. I got an estimator who helps me, schedule. We work together hand in hand. Then I got a helper, Jose, and we did just add another body guy recently. But right now it's kind of slowing down a little bit. It's up and down. So it's a smaller shop. But yeah, but the mornings, I come in and actually the night before I'm flipping through my head everything I got to do when I walk in the door. Kind of plan out my day before I even walk in the door. Usually.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, man, I don't have a whole lot of hobbies, to be honest with you. I mean, work is kind of my life.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, my goal is to own a shop.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see. So I do I pour a lot of my life into the collision in the future of what's
Right. And
gonna
that's why you're the collision pro and not the collision
happen.
hobbyist.
Yeah, man, I'm always researching new stuff. And
Mhm.
yeah, definitely more dedicated than some other people that I've worked with, but I enjoy it. It is a passion. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What?
Have you
Go ahead.
tried any glue pulling?
Yeah, last shop I was at, the paint rep that we buy all our stuff, they brought down like a $3,000 trial machine, and we had it in the shop for a few months, and I was pulling some stuff out on the frame machine too. That was fun. That was cool.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh,
but the the owner that was older, he's like, dude, just weld it and pull it, get this thing done. And I'm like, dude, I'm having fun here. Like, I feel like once you learn it, or if you can save a panel, or it
Mhm.
is worth it. And that was my pitch. I was like, dude, if you save, 3, 4, 5 cars, it's gonna be worth the investment. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it kind of went away. And now that I'm at this new smaller shop, um, I really should do more with it, but I haven't since.
so
Right.
your newer shop doesn't have any, so you would have to invest in it yourself, as you're saying.
Yeah, or I could get the owners.
Get them into it.
Yeah, so where I'm
Mhm.
at, the owners they run a dealership, and they have the body shop that's on a separate piece of property, and
Okay.
it's just me in there running it. Like I said, I got an estimator and a helper, and
Hmm.
they're kind of out of the way, but they do. If I let them know, hey, we need this or that, they might do something. Or I could start small and buy some of the Kiko tabs. You guys
Right.
would know. You guys would be some guys maybe I'd get a hold of and ask.
Please do.
Do
Please
your
do.
is the work that comes through your shop, because that kind of plays a factor, but is the work that comes through your shop, like, would that benefit from it, or are you just doing like a lot of parts changing, having to pull front ends, swap hoods, and all that kind of stuff, or are we doing uh quarter repairs, quarter replacements, or is
Yeah, no,
there
yeah.
major damage or minor damage mainly?
Uh, it's a mix. It's just about
Okay,
anything that rolls in. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Mhm. Michael makes a good point. End of the year expenses is the best time to mention it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
should.
it's yeah. Hey, it's just plug, being a squeaky wheel, plugging it in what I did, because I got my boss to buy the Kiko Premium.
Mhm.
He was at a trade show. He was already there. I had nothing to do with that. I saw that Kiko was at the same trade show. So I texted the boss. I said, hey, just stop by the Kiko booth, and I happened to mention the CEO is there,
Right.
and he's usually at these things. And next thing I know, there's a premium premium Kiko set in the shop, you know. So it's
Mhm.
little all he just wanted to see it work, and they do that at the trade shows. So that's my piece of advice for that.
Right.
Cam
And
Auto is another good system to buy. So if either of those, I recommend.
Is your boss into anything like that? Like, are you close with him or anything, or is it just like a
He's looking.
mutual?
Yeah, no, I am, but he's older now. I mean, he's made his money. You know, they're kind of riding this thing out. So
Gotcha. Well, I was going to say MTE is coming up. It's not too far away, and that's probably the best place you can go to learn a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's one of many for sure, but this is going to be the biggest. And I don't know if you can read the comments or anything. Can you read any of that?
yeah.
Okay. Well, James says if you give him an address, he's going to send you out some dense layer collision glue.
All right.
There
I'll get
you
a hold
go.
of you.
That's some good stuff too. That's good
Yeah.
glue. Yeah, I mean,
I'll do a video on it. How's that?
Yeah.
They'll love it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just getting it out there is important, and then you do a video on it, even more people can learn about it. But no, I'm a big proponent. I mean, if you see my videos at all of glue pulling, if you take the time, and yeah, it's going to slow you down at first because you're learning a new process. You're learning a new way to repair panels. But man, when you have it down, you can fix things like no tomorrow. And these are things that are getting replaced at other shops. And then you have it in mud in half a day. You know, the rest of your shop's going to be looking at you going, what the hell? You know, so I mean,
you can repair big damage much faster and not destroy the backside of it in the process. And that alone is well worth that time spent on stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. You're cutting processes out, you know, and the cleaner you get it, you know, you might be able to shrink that repair area to a small thing. Now you don't got to blend, you know, something like that. So or, you know, you take a little tab, take out those little annoying blend dents, you know, for the customer. And then now you're not blending onto dents and stuff. So it's a huge, oh yeah, David even brings up cold glue has become an essential part of the repair process. And yeah, cold glue, when body shops catch on to cold glue, it's game over. I mean, that for soft damage, it's game changer.
Yeah, pulling that stuff out really fast like that.
Not only that, I mean, like, so say I just did some glue pulling and I give it a quick DA and one of the spots is too deep, you know, I can see because it's shiny. I grab the cold glue. I stick it right to that shiny spot. Pop. Grab the DA. Now it's not deep. It took 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big deal, this glue pulling stuff and into the body shop, and it's changing it. It's changing the industry.
Also get a PDR light if you don't have one. Yeah, I would always recommend one of those.
Yep. We were talking about that not too long ago. Even if it's just for estimating purposes, just for pictures, you put the light behind some damage, it makes it, you can see the damage. Now that 1 hour dent looks like a 6-hour dent because it really is a 6-hour dent. You know, it just looks like a 1 hour dent.
Yep. Especially on lighter color panels like white, where you can't really get a good photo of the estimate, you know, or doing anything like that. Lots of help right there.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree with Michael here.
Once again, you'll have to invest the time in changing processes, push through and frustrations, and fail forward. I mean, it's just like learning body work. I mean, it's not going to take 3 to 5 years, but it's just like learning body work. None of us were born knowing body work. We got to take the time to learn.
Right.
It's pretty cool that you said that you were getting some good success with it, especially on the frame machine. That means you were able to get the glue to stick.
Yeah, I mean, it took some trial and error, but yeah, I think we pulled out a rocker panel pretty good with it. That was probably the best success that we had.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was definitely trial and error. I mean, I was doing the same thing till I learned the process. It's why isn't this sticking?
Right.
You know, but if you were able to get it to stick, that's more than most people get without training. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, I don't know. You guys would know. The glues keep getting better and better.
They do.
Yeah, they do. They've gotten much better than what they were to start with. And there's different glues. Some are faster setting glue, some are slower setting. So once you figure out those, you get your 2 good glues. Maybe if you got a climate that stays pretty much the same all year round, you want a faster setting and a slower setting, bigger and a smaller stuff. Once you figure those kind of things out, you really can become fast and efficient pretty quick with it. Then once you get comfortable with those, then you can try other glues as like a base set, or like you're using these as a standard, and then going off the other stuff. Do I like this glue better, or do I don't, or whatever case may be.
Absolutely. Josh says, Jonathan Van de Fontaine has some great videos on the 6C process. So does Danny Hacker.
Yeah, he does.
So out of the two of them, the 6C process, Andy, is Kiko's process for glue pulling. And if you follow that, you can get any glue to stick, any glue. Okay. So it's available online for free. There are videos, YouTube. So there's plenty of resources. You get on Kiko's website.
What is it? Pull2paint.com, I think is what it is.
Pull2paint.com. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dog's just ripping up my trash. Can you not do that, please? With the last few minutes we got going on here, I want to know, you got any cool cars, bikes, something you're into? What are you doing?
Yeah, man, I have one cool car, and unfortunately I didn't buy it. It's my grandpa's. It's an International Scout. He bought it new. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I love those.
I freshened it up. I painted it last year, 2 years ago now. That's about the coolest thing I got. So just keeping them alive, He bought it and keeping it in the family. So
that's awesome. You should. I wish I had something like that. I mean, I had an old boss give me his old motorcycle, and I've yet to get that running, but it's very cool. An International Scout. You don't see many of those.
No, very few and far between now.
Aren't they coming out with isn't the Scout coming back?
EV, yeah.
EV.
Which people aren't too happy about.
Terrible way to bring the Scout back. That's terrible. So
I mean, it's in my opinion, if it did well, they would make a gas one too, just to make your money off that. So I just I don't know. I like seeing things be recreated. I'm a body guy. I care about the body, not the engine as much. So I saw some pictures of the Scout. I thought it looked pretty cool. The new one.
Don, it's 1971 800B. So it's the first. It's not a Scout 2. It's a Scout 800. That is the Comanche model. So it was a special stripe kit that you could get. It was like the last of. It was the last year that they made them before they rolled out the Scout 2. So that's why he hung on to it, and it was in the barn for like 30 something years, and that was cool. It was like a barn find at my grandparents' house.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, so for people that are out there, where can they find you on your social medias?
Yeah, so right now just TikTok, Collision Pro. So join us for some fun TikToks and join the conversation.
Yeah, sure. It really is. He's doing some great videos here. So, and you're posting like every day. And you've got a brand and an image. I mean, you start every video the same way. Guys, I mean, it's good. That's good because it gives you that niche, and people know who they're about to watch.
Right. Those few hooks in the front kind of catch you really in.
Yeah, seriously, keep it up.
Appreciate it. Yeah, having fun with it. So. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes.
We look forward to seeing more of you, more of what you come up with, where you're at, and hopefully more platforms soon. I know.
Man.
I know it's tough to get them all over the place, but it's one of those things.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. It's fun to do.
We'll have to meet up at a SEMA or an MTE sometime.
SEMA would be cool, man. The class when I was in school went there, and I didn't go, and I kind of regret it. So maybe I'll see you guys out there one day.
You got to go at least once.
For sure.
You got to see it at least once. I'm taking a break. I didn't go this year. I'm probably not going to go this coming year, but I'll be there again.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go again. Just just see the rest of it. And before we get off here, Josh wants to know: are you doing any type of PDR at all at the moment?
I sub it all out.
Okay,
I sub it all out to a really good dude. He's been in our area for a long time.
Okay.
Never attempted. I wish I would have learned it. I guess it's not too late, but
never too late. And Legacy just trained a guy who's 68, 69, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome. He had the determination to do it, because that's what you need is determination. Do you know the name of the PDR tech you use?
Yeah, it's Dent Guy. His name's Dent Guy. The Dent Guy.
Okay. Is it really the Dent Guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I mean, it's a local dude.
We all know each other generally.
You might, yeah. I mean, he's in the Milwaukee area, so
it's just it's kind of a tight group, this PDR community.
Okay.
Yeah,
his name is Brian Casper.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen that name. You know, if he's at all active in the community, going to MT or something, I've probably seen the name. But yeah, does good work.
Yeah, he does really good work.
That's good.
That's
awesome. And we lost him again.
Well, Alex just popped in. He says, come to SEMA. Come hang out with Alex. SEMA's great.
Well, hopefully we get Eddie back for a goodbye. We were about to sign off here.
That's all good. I seen a comment. Jacob asked me, how do I get my beard like mine? You just got to finish it out. That's all. You just got to not cut it. That's really all you do. You just don't cut it.
There's some genes involved, because believe me, if I do that, it doesn't look like yours. Most of us do not have
you
that.
Can either I don't know. I mean, it just shows up when I don't cut it. That's all. I
have seen Michael Casper. I don't know. Well, Andy, when you rewatch this, you just disappeared. Sorry that you got disconnected. We were literally just about to say goodbye. We'll see you on the socials. To everybody else, thanks for popping in. Make sure to enter the giveaway. There's only like 4 people entered. So like go enter so that you have a good chance of doing this. I mean, you can turn around and sell it. These are expensive. I couldn't buy them. It's like hundreds of dollars.
Good stuff out here. So
go enter the giveaway. I mean, it's really good tools, and I mean, you're gonna get it and you're gonna love it. You know, so it's I guess maybe I'll push the post a little bit more this week. So anyway, see you all next week.
Appreciate you.
So crank it up loud.